Saludos, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien. ¿Cómo está usted?
Muy bien. So, you speak perfect Spanish.
Ay, más o menos. Estoy más cómodo hablando en inglés, pero yo entiendo.
Oh, this is an amazing surprise for us. Thank you so much, and welcome to El Brunch.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It looks like you're in a, I don't know, like an airplane or helicopter or something like
No,
that.
no. Yeah, this is my pilot look, when I want to go fly. No, actually, I'm on my way to the airport. So I got my headphones on. I'm in a car going to the airport. I'm traveling. I'm returning to Houston. As a matter of fact, here I've got exclusive news just for you and the WWE Espanol viewers. As many of you know, my knee has been bothering me for some time now. I injured it a few months ago in the ring, and while it's better, it hasn't healed yet, and we've been trying to avoid surgery. So we're going to try one more procedure, and if it still doesn't work, then I might have to get some minor arthroscopic surgery for the knee, but not yet. We're still going to try another treatment first.
Okay, so good luck there. Muy buena suerte, muy buena energía y muy buena vibra ahí. Good luck there.
All of the above.
Yeah, I will put a candle in your name or something. So
okay,
yeah.
I'll take all the positive energy.
Thank you so much. I need just a few seconds to translate to the people. Is that okay for you?
Of course.
Perfect. Bueno, gente, pues yo le decía, oye, parece que estás en un avión, en un helicóptero, ¿qué onda? Y me dijo, pues es que justamente es mi look ahora que voy a ir. Está yendo hacia Houston porque va a tener un procedimiento en su rodilla. Así que mandémosle todas las buenas vibras para que todo salga bien. Y es un procedimiento para que no lo operen, ¿ok? Entonces va a ser el último procedimiento antes de que lo operen. Puras buenas vibras a MVP. So, Montel, this is a brunch show, always between breakfast and lunch. So, we're relax and we're going to talk about like a few things, amazing things, like about your life. And for example, we're starting this show talking about morning routine. My morning starts with green tea. I'm a tea person. What about you? I want to know how was the morning in the life of MVP.
I used to drink green tea quite a bit. As a matter of fact, it's something I should return to drinking. I got away from it. But my morning usually starts with a cup of coffee. I like coffee. And I'll usually do a quick AM workout on an empty stomach. And then I'll have a light breakfast. And then whatever errands that I have for the day, whatever things I need to take care of, I take care of that. But it all depends too, because I tend to be lazy sometimes. So I used to have a rule for a long time: if I didn't have to catch a flight, I didn't wake up before noon.
Oh, really?
That was my rule for if I didn't have to go to work, I'm not getting up before noon. But these days, I try to get up a little earlier and get a workout to start the day, just for my health and just to be a little more responsible.
Okay, nice. I really like that kind of life. I mean, waking up, afternoon, that's amazing. I want to do that.
But when you're an MVP, that's the life you live.
That's great. I need an MVP life now. I want to change my life. Like you. Okay, bueno, básicamente dice que le gusta el té verde, pero que le gusta mucho más el café. Es una persona de café. Y dice que él nunca se despierta antes del mediodía, o sea, a menos de que tenga show. Y que le gusta muchísimo entrenar con el estómago vacío, o bueno, ligerito, o sea, desayunar ligerito. Y ya después de esto, bueno, él se avienta un desayuno como también muy light. Pero una de las cosas sorprendentes es que no le gusta, o sea, que desayuna muy light y que aparte de todo, le gusta dormir. Es un papá oso, y eso está increíble, eso me encanta. And what about cheat meals? Do you have something that you really like but you cannot eat frequently? Pizza! Which kind of pizza?
I usually like to go with pepperoni, mushroom, and extra cheese. Oh, and when I really want to be bad, I eat the whole pizza just for me. A 6-pack and a large pizza, pepperoni, mushroom, extra, just for me. And I eat all of it by myself.
That's my favorite as well.
Really?
Yes, for sure. Really, really. I really love pepperoni and mushrooms. And cheese, of course. I'm a cheese person. You have no idea. I
Well,
love
then
it.
you go somewhere and eat some really,
Oh,
really spectacular MVP caliber pepperoni, mushroom, and extra cheese pizza. Book it.
promise, promesa, perfecto. Great. Gente, pues, ¿qué creen que es de mi team? A nosotros nos encanta la pizza de pepperoni con champiñones. Así que me dijo, Quetzalli, para la siguiente vez que vengas y que nos veamos, te voy a invitar una MVP pizza que te vas a desmayar. Así que ya, quiero estar ahí, por favor. So, the herb business was a breath of fresh air, and you created. I want to know how the idea came to you.
Actually, the idea was Bobby Lashley's idea.
Yeah.
And he and I have always had a very good working relationship. And it was his vision, but us together, Vince and the creative team were able to see, once they saw us, they were like, okay, we get it. And then, we continued to push to add Shelton. And then originally we wanted Ricochet and Cedric, but they would only give us one, so we ended up with Cedric. And, the vision that we had for it is ultimately what it became. And, unfortunately, decisions are made above my head, and, they wanted to downsize the Hurt business to establish that me and Bobby are the Hurt business. Bobby is the chief Hurt officer, and I'm the executive vice president of personnel, talent acquisitions, and managing partner. And then whoever else we should recruit to be with us, they're our business associates. But Bobby's the boss, and I'm his consigliere.
Okay, wow. Thanks for that information. Bueno, gente, yo le estaba preguntando ahorita que cómo es que la idea de The Herb Business vino, porque para mí es una idea increíble. Y me dijo, bueno, mira, básicamente que la idea fue de Bobby Lashley, pero nosotros queríamos tener a Ricochet y no se pudo. Así que bueno, básicamente aquí la idea es que Bobby es el jefe y él lo sigue. ¿Qué tal nada más? And now, talking about the almighty WWE champion, Bobby Lashley, what are your expectations for WrestleMania Backlash?
The same as they always are. Bobby walks in champion, he walks out champion. I think right now Bobby is in a very special zone. I don't think there's anybody on the face of the earth that could beat Bobby in a professional wrestling match right now. No one. Not Drew, not Roman, not Brock, no one. But Bobby is in rarefied air, as they say. His level of focus and concentration is so amazing right now. I've never seen him this intense. Bobby's going to be WWE champion for a long time.
Yay! And I have to confess something. I really, really love it. I really enjoy when he's in the ring and all the things. For sure, for me, and I'm completely sure as well, a lot of WWE fans in Latin America, he deserves it. He really deserves.
Thank you.
A ver, pues aquí la pregunta fue que qué onda, cómo ve al campeón de WWE, Bobby Lashley, ahora que viene Backlash, WrestleMania Backlash. Y él me dijo, mira, básicamente va a ser campeón de WWE por mucho, mucho tiempo. Él se lo merece. Nunca lo había sentido tan enfocado y tan aguerrido como lo está haciendo ahora. Entonces, seguramente vamos a tener, y que no hay rival que se le ponga, o sea, que ni Drew McIntyre, que ni Roman Reigns, que nadie. Ahorita Bobby Lashley está en su pick. ¿Qué tal? Está en su pick. Okay, so I'm talking about Bad Bunny. So, did you see Bad Bunny's match? What do you think about the Conejo Malo?
He earned my respect. And after WrestleMania, I went to his locker room to shake his hand and tell him, because I'm old school. I came up the old school way, where this wasn't for everybody. And a lot of the time over the years, you see celebrities come into professional wrestling and they do something, and but they don't truly respect what we do. They don't understand what we do. And Bad Bunny he said, no, I don't just want to pretend. I want to do it. And he put in the hours and hours at the wrestling school, in the ring, learning, training with, the top guys who saw his hunger and desire and said, yeah, okay, man, I'll help you. And then he went and almost stole the show. It was phenomenal, the performance that he gave. And I was proud of his performance. And like I said, normally I'm kind of contemptuous for outside celebrities that come in and take WrestleMania time from another wrestler. Like, hey, there's another wrestler that could have been in that spot. But in this case, Bad Bunny earned his boots. So I had to go and tell him, hey, normally this is how I feel, but in your case, you earn my respect, and thank you.
Wow, great. A ver, gente, pues aquí le pregunté acerca de qué pensaba de Bad Bunny y me dijo, pues la verdad es que me sorprendió muchísimo. O sea, porque él es como muy conservador en lo que, o sea, viene de una vieja escuela de la lucha que la neta yo también me encanta eso. Pero él dijo, bueno, vamos a darle chance. Y pum, o sea, Bad Bunny estaba completamente enfocado y él dijo, ¿no? Como, o sea, yo respeto y él es lo que quiere, o sea, MVP es lo que dice. A mí no me gusta que venga nada más como a pretender ser, no. Él se enfocó completamente, él estuvo horas y horas entrenando, como, y aparte con los más grandes, ¿no? Entonces, sin importar que él haya sido y que él es una superestrella que se dedica a otra cosa, él se enfocó completamente y dio un resultado increíble, ¿no? Entonces, él es lo que dice, pues se merece mi respeto porque él se puso la chaqueta de lo que se hace, de lo que se tiene que hacer en la lucha, en el wrestling. Entonces, eso es increíble. So, you're a former U.S. champion, and I want to know if you want to go for the U.S. title again.
It's funny. I'm at that point in my career where I ask myself sometimes, do I still want to get in the ring? And it depends. Some days I'm like, man, I wouldn't mind going at it one more time. And then there are other days when I'm just like, oh man, okay, I'm all right. Because, to be a champion in the WWE requires a lot of work. It's not easy. People on their couch and they think, oh, I can do that. No, you can't. It's very demanding. It's very painful. It requires a lot of sacrifice just to be a wrestler. But to be a champion, a lot more responsibility and a lot more demands come with it. And right now, I'm very happy managing the Hurt business. It's occasionally put my boots on if Bobby needs a tag team partner or, if we need to take care of some business. But for the most part, right now, I feel that Bobby's WWE Championship is my WWE Championship, and I'm happy with that.
Okay. It's a tough, yeah. I mean, I never do those kind of things, but just seeing you and watching you doing your things, I'm okay on this side. I'm completely fine here.
Most people should take your attitude. A lot more people should say that.
I know. We have to be honest with all the qualities that we need to do those kind of things. So yeah, that's why I really respect you.
I just saw two comments I want to acknowledge. I forgot who put the one, but they shouted me out as being a dudist monk. Yes, I'm a dudist. What was a dude? And somebody else just commented, Griselda. Hey, yo, do. So I just saw those comments. I had to acknowledge them. Go ahead.
Oh my God, ok, perfect. A ver, gente, imagínense todo esto lo que me está diciendo, es que tiene toda la razón. La pregunta fue básicamente que si se acuerdan ustedes cuando fue campeón de los Estados Unidos, yo le dije, ¿qué onda? ¿Vas a ir otra vez por el título? Y me dijo, oh, muchas veces me despierto y digo, claro que tú puedes hacerlo y vas a hacerlo y tú puedes tener el título otra vez, así como, ¿cómo, hombre? Y ni siquiera, ni loco. La verdad es que para mí ahorita estoy en un momento en mi carrera donde estoy tranquilo y básicamente es eso, ¿no? Como todo lo que dice, todas las cualidades que se necesitan para ser una superestrella de WWE no es cualquier cosa. Entonces, básicamente que zapatero tus zapatos, eso es lo que se necesita. Bobby es el campeón y él está muy feliz ahorita por eso, entonces, porque dice que es muy difícil como pelear por este tipo de situaciones. Entonces, no, ahorita muchas gracias, que está bien, así está bien. So let's talk about WrestleMania 37 because it was amazing. Again, with people and everything, with audience. So, what do you think about that? How do you like? How do you see this performance again?
It was exhilarating to hear the roar of the fans again, to feel their energy. After this past year, the pandemic, starting out doing shows at the Performance Center, where it felt so sterile. And those of us who came up through the indies, would all joke about, man, we're starting all over again, wrestling in empty buildings in front of 10, 15 people. And then, to get to the Thunderdome, which was a huge improvement. But, professional wrestling is made for an audience. And there's a synergy that exists between us in the ring and you in the crowd. And we feed off of that energy, because it hurts a lot. And you know what makes the bumps and the bruises all worthwhile? The WWE Universe, that roar from the crowd, that 1, 2, 3, you hear everybody scream, or, when you're like a heel like me and the people are telling you how much they hate you, those are my cheers. I need that. I feed off of that. We all do. So it felt so good to have that again and to take a big step towards society being normal again.
Yeah, of course. Even for us, see, to watching the live audience there, it was different, completely different. Even that I was at home and everything, I can feel the vibe. And even for the superstars were, I feel that kind of excitement. So it was amazing about that.
Yeah, it felt great.
Sí, a ver, ahorita le estaban preguntando y estábamos hablando acerca de que regresó, ¿no? La audiencia y cómo se sentía, cómo vivió ahora WrestleMania. Y me dijo, mira, pues es que pasamos por la pandemia donde fue una situación súper compleja, donde estábamos en el Performance Center todos y realmente pues fue algo diferente, o sea, la cosa cambió. Entonces ahora que estuvimos allá fue increíble. O sea, hasta la gente que contaba 1, 2, 3, como toda esa energía de la gente era lo que les hacía falta a las superestrellas y lo que nos hacía falta a todos, gente, porque la neta yo lo sentí bien padre, incluso el que estaba atrás que estaba viéndolo aquí en casita, la neta es que fue algo impresionante. So now let's talk about lucha libre. What do you think about Latin wrestlers in WWE and about pro wrestling in Mexico?
I love the history and the tradition of lucha libre, especially in Mexico. It's such a deeply rooted part of the fabric,
Yeah.
The athleticism, the ability and the style is just completely different than American, but they were still able to infiltrate other styles. In Japan, it's a mix of lucha libre and strong style and grappling, and of course United, and of course what do you call it? Of course the mask. The tradition and history and the mystique. So, I prefer the Kurt Angle style of grappling, the Bobby Lashley more beating people up. But I have a huge respect for the aerial style of the great luchadors. And, the guys now, they're so amazing. When I watch, Kalisto and Gran Metall, like what they're able to do, the balance and that, it's phenomenal to me. It's great. So I have a huge respect for it.
Ok, perfecto. Bueno, gente, ahorita estábamos hablando acerca de lo que es la tradición, o sea, de México y de las superestrellas mexicanas y latinas que hay ahora en WWE. Y me dice, bueno, la verdad es que yo respeto muchísimo, es una tradición increíble lo de las máscaras, pero él prefiere el estilo de Powerhouse, de llave de Kurt Angle, de Bobby Lashley, aunque habla muchísimo de Gran Metall y de esta habilidad que todos poseen, como de la acrobacia y la onda voladora y atletas mexicanos. Entonces, esas son las palabras. And now, what does Rey Mysterio means to you?
Oh, I'll say this very clearly. Rey Mysterio is not only, in my opinion, the greatest luchador of all time, he is also one of the greatest people, humans, that I have ever known. If anybody ever comes and tells me that Rey Mysterio did something bad to them, I'll just punch him in the face because they're lying. Like, Rey Mysterio is he's one of my closest friends. And you can't meet a person that has something bad to say about Rey Mysterio. His heart is amazing.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, agree about that. Bueno, pues dice que no solamente es el más grande luchador de todos los tiempos, sino que también es una gran persona, o sea, de las mejores personas que hay en el mundo. Y que si alguien se atreve a decirle que Rey Mysterio, como hablarle mal de Rey Mysterio, ponme en la cara por andar diciendo tonterías, gente, porque eso sí tiene razón. Rey Mysterio es una de las mejores personas. So now, let's go for some fans questions. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, just 3 and that's it. We'll be fast.
Okay.
Perfect. What do you think this one? What do you think about NXT?
I think NXT is really great for the younger talent that want an opportunity to show what they're capable of. And it's a good alternative. It's a different brand with a different style. So, WWE is smart having a little bit of something for everyone. And there's some tremendously talented people down at NXT. And I like seeing the ones that do so well on NXT that they get called up to Raw or SmackDown and continue to make a deep splash or a big splash in the deeper water.
Okay, perfect. Bueno, que NXT está increíble como para el nuevo talento que viene con muchas ganas de echarle todo, de echarle